There's something very special about South Florida with the Caribbean ties, the ties of the Caribbean nations, even though there's tensions, because I feel similarly to you. Like, to answer your first part of your question, I absolutely love Brandeis. I am a postdoctoral fellow right now, the Florence Levy K postdoctoral fellow in Black Feminist Studies. The students are brilliant. The faculty, the campus has been so welcoming to me. Yet Brandeis is a university that doesn't own property for its faculty. And trying to live in the place where I have to live to do my job in such a tense housing market that is hugely discriminatory and racist, flat
Mm,
out racist. I don't know. I'm having a beautiful time. I live in a beautiful place, but I'm also dealing with some major traumas of, like a landlord that just like wants me out for no reason,
mm,
except that he doesn't want to look at me. And it's expensive to live here. And a junior scholar at my level doesn't make the kind of money. I mean, like I've got to be like logistically creative or whatever to figure out how the hell to get in the game as a single income household with a dog, with a large dog. Like you need two incomes to be able to live in Boston proper. So I'm being pushed out because I can't afford it, but I'm also here. I'm living in Jamaica Plain right now. I'm dealing with it. I'm going to court. If they kick me out, they kick me out. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm also like at risk of being on the street at the same time that I'm having such a brilliant experience. So I don't know what's going to happen after this postdoc. I don't know how long I can stay in Boston. But to answer the latter part of your question, I keep saying I've never been treated like this before in my life. I grew up in South Florida. I grew up with, I wish I could have that picture in front of me. I might get up and get it later. My best friends are a white girl, two Cubans, one of them's lighter skinned than the white girl, and me. We've been best friends for the last 38 years. They're my family now. The community we grew up in, we all went to St. Jerome's. One of them's a dentist, one of them's a spa director, another one's um, an executive that plans and entertains and gets corporations employees riled up, which is what she's good at. But anyway, like we're still friends, and it's a bubble, but then it's also like it doesn't have to be this way, you know? I know from my earlier experiences in life and the kinds of lifelong friends that I've been able to make and organizations I've been able to be a part of. I was a Girl Scout, I don't want to say I never saw color. Of course I saw my color. Of course I dealt with that as a part of growing up as a young Black girl, even with these same friends. But I also knew that we loved each other, and their parents loved me, my parents loved them. We traveled together, like, got in trouble together, and we've experienced death together, everything. So it doesn't have to be that things have to be so separated. And I don't even know how to describe Boston. I also have like some wonderful neighbors that live upstairs that just looked after my dog for me to be able to go home to Miami. So it's not that it's not here, it's not possible, but there's just these major, I don't know, like roots that are still like huge roots that haven't been able to be dug up, I guess. And right now, I guess the spotlight's on me. So I am a part of, I don't know, maybe telling that story, or I don't know. I just keep feeling like I'm being used in a way like for a higher purpose.